Serena Hollow stared down the monster that had stolen her face, eager to learn more. This hole she found herself in was cramped and dark, more akin to ancient ruins than the back of the pantry where she had found the hidden entrance. Mirrors surrounded her, reflecting her face back at her from all angles. Some of them seemed more judgmental than others. Some kind, some sad, and some seemed like they were from another life in which she had chosen a different path. Those were the ones that hurt the most to look at. But thankfully for her sanity, she focused on the monster in front of her, the thing that had offered her knowledge in exchange for information. It wore her face and replicated her body perfectly, identical in every way. Talking to herself was strange, but there were other forms this monster could have taken that would have been worse. Plenty of others. At least she was used to being angry at her own face. All the mirrors in Hollow Castle had been covered for a reason. She hated the sight of herself.
I don't know if you've given me enough to exchange for one of the Wolven King's names. I'd need more. A memory of yours, perhaps. A memory? Can you take memories from me? Or do you just want to see one? I can take them. I'm a connoisseur of memories, the perfect observer. I take people's memories, trade them to others, and watch my collection over and over and over and over again. You have something I crave, a perfect treat. One I trade for whatever you want. Anything? Anything. And all I want are 2 small memories from your childhood. Give them to me, and I'll give you the name of the 3rd Wolven King. It's the most elusive one. Which memories?
It crept closer, as if trying to avoid scaring off a wild animal.
The first is a small one, truly paltry in the grand scheme of things.
Its hand, which seemed smoother than skin should ever be, grazed her shoulder.
I need the moment you first kissed Michael Kingman. It was when we were children. It was nothing. A foolish game. Even if our parents scolded us as if we had committed treason, I wasn't allowed to see him for a week. And while I was locked away in my room writing verses of penance, he had to stand outside in the blistering heat, holding a bucket of water over his head. Another day was added to his punishment every time he dropped the bucket. He was out there for nearly 2 weeks. Then you shouldn't feel bad about forgetting.
Serena slapped the monster's hand away.
Don't try to manipulate me. Tell me why you want it, then I'll decide. I want it because I think it will break you. Leave you unable to put love above duty. Care to prove me wrong? Think you'll still love Michael Kingman as much as you do without that moment? The first moment of defiance is usually the hardest, but it gives you faith that you could do it again without the world ending.
Serena had never considered herself a prideful person. Her sense of duty had always made the weight of the crown hard to ignore, and pride and duty mixed as badly as chocolate and pickled plums. Pride had eaten away at her father's confidence until he became a hollow shell who couldn't see beyond his own failures. But for once, Serena did have pride, that her love would not be so easily extinguished. They had come so far, fought so many obstacles, found each other when they were broken and begun to repair their lives together. Could forgetting a single memory really destroy the foundation of their love?
Forgive me, Michael, but this will not be the end of us. I know it. Take it. What's the other memory?
The monster slid next to her, one arm around her shoulders, with a smile that made Serena's stomach lurch.
The other memory is even less important. I want a single memory of your brother, Davy.